Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup that was sent to me in PR. So basically we're going to be trying out a bunch of new goodies, but I did not purchase any of these things. However, I probably would have, because to be honest, the products look amazing and I'm always makeup shopping. Honestly, I never expect or wait for brands to send me something because at the end of the day, I don't like to feel entitled and they don't have to send me anything, but I'm always super grateful whenever they do. So shout out to the brands for sending these goodies over. I can't wait to play and try everything out. Grab a snack, get cozy, or grab your makeup and your brushes so we can get glam together and let's try out some new products. So I'm starting off with a new brow product here, which is very exciting because you guys know I am so loyal to my brow routine, but I want to try this out. It's the Dominique Cosmetics Brow Frame, and this is apparently a 4-in-1 brow pencil, which is really cool because first of all, the shape is really what gets me. It's super flat and pointy, very precise. You also get a little spoolie on the end and a sharpener in here as well. It's in the color Soft Black Brown, by the way. So I'm gonna start and basically just outline my brows, starting on the bottom. I love how sharp the edges of the pencil are. Definitely makes it easy for me because I always like to outline first. So then I'm going to take the flat edge of the pencil and pretty much just fill in the rest of my brows. First impressions, I love how easy this is. Like, I feel like I was just able to fill in that brow very quickly. I'm going to kind of feather in the inner corner of my brows a little bit. So I'm going to start again at the bottom of my brow. And I pretty much just outline and follow my natural shape and then just fill in the rest with the other side of the pencil. Really great formula too. It just glides on without being too waxy. I just want to get like a darker shade. I don't mind this color, but I do prefer a bit of a darker brow. Okay, I just cleaned up the brows because you guys know that is a crucial step in my brow routine, but I have to say I really do like this brow pencil so far. The only thing is I'd probably get like a shade or two darker because I prefer a darker brow. Let's do a little eye primer, Rare Beauty, of course. Now I'm so excited because I have the new Full Fantasy collection from Full Coverage, not Full Coverage. Full Coverage is the podcast. You guys know. This is the Full Fantasy collection, which is Laura and Manny's collab. They united both of their brands together in one collab, which is so freaking cute. I actually really like Lunar Beauty and Laura Lee Los Angeles. Both brands carry really great products, amazing quality. This collection looks fabulous, and I already have a look in mind, by the way, with this Full Fantasy palette, but look at how pretty the packaging is. It is everything. And then these are what the colors look like. So I'm definitely gonna do something more purpley mauvey. I'm feeling it today. So let's start off with this color right here. This one is in Cloudy, and I'm gonna pop that all over the lid. There's also some brushes, 6 brushes in this collection, which I am gonna be using today. I'm gonna start actually with one of the brushes here. I'm gonna use that, to put this color all over the lid. This one is the number 3 brush. It's just like a fluffy little crease brush, but I'm gonna use it to put that cloudy color all over the lid, just to set that primer down a little bit. Wow, this color is really pigmented. Even though it's a neutral matte shade, it's definitely intense. I'm gonna take the color Besties and Wear Back, and these are basically just really nice, soft, muted browns, and I'm gonna put those all over the lid in the crease. Wow, these are so pigmented. If you guys have never tried their eyeshadows, both from Lunar Beauty or Laura Lee Los Angeles, they are really nice quality. And I actually really enjoy the palettes that I've tried from them. I still have them in my collection and I think they're great. P.S. you guys, I'm literally sweating bullets right now. I am so hot. It's not even funny. I'm gonna go back into that first fluffy brush that I was using, the number 3 brush, and I'm gonna take the color Lanny, which by the way, I love the names. It's like a gorgeous plum. And I'm gonna start working that on the outer lid. I wanna do a really pretty mauvey, smoky eye. I love the way these are blending. Then I'm taking the color Social, and I'm actually going to use another brush. This one is the dual-ended brush that comes in their little set. So you get a flat brush, and then you also get a little pencil brush, which is really nice. So I'm going to use the flat one. I'm going to use this color Social, and I'm going to put that all over my lid, just focusing it towards the center. Let me actually actually use my finger and see how it looks. So this color doesn't really have a shimmer, it's more of a sheen. I love the undertone to this. It's kind of similar to the Lanny color that I used on the outer lid, but the finish is different. I'm gonna use a thinner brush. I do like the brush. It is kind of thicker though, so I feel like maybe if you wanna just kind of really pack on colors all over the lid, it is good, but I do prefer something a little bit thinner. This one's from the Crayon Case. It's literally like a paintbrush, and I'm gonna take, this is like the color that I'm most excited for, Full Femme, and I'm gonna put that right in the inner part of the lid, blending it in towards the center to just really bring this look together. Let's try it with a dry brush first. Ooh. I'm gonna spray my brush though. I think that's gonna be necessary. It feels, actually, let me just use my finger. This feels like a creamy eyeshadow. The consistency of it is actually really bouncy. It doesn't feel powdery. It feels almost creamy, very intense, especially with your finger. I find it actually to be the most intense because you can see even spraying the brush, it doesn't look as beautiful as it does just with your finger. I'm gonna take this color Girlies in the center as well. The more the merrier. Love the shimmers. Definitely recommend applying them with your finger. I think you definitely get that full effect, and they just go on better, to be honest. That full effect, get it? Okay, no. So let's do a little black eyeliner. So I'm gonna take the color Break Time, which is a gorgeous matte black. I love that there's a black in here. I think that is such a staple. I love how black the black eyeshadow is. It's literally like a jet black eyeliner. Loving the way this turned out, by the way, and I might hate what I'm about to do, but I'm gonna just do it anyways. But I'm gonna outline the black eyeshadow with this eyeliner just to kind of make it pop a little bit more. It's a pretty lavender. I've tried the white shade and one other color in these, the pink one, and it's so pretty. These are really fun and they're super easy to work with. So I'm just gonna take this and outline the outer part of the eyeliner. Okay, just kidding. I'm going over this with pink because I don't really like the way the lavender looks. I'm using the same eyeliner from NYX, but this one is in pink. And I already like it so much more. Now, actually, what is this color? Don't pink twice. Pink is just saving the day. There we go. I like that so much more. I actually really like this. I'm so happy that I did pink instead of the purple. The purple is cute, but I just wish it wasn't as light as it is. Like, this is such a gorgeous pink, but it's not too light. The other lilac shade, it almost looks white. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes. I have these from BK Beauty in the style Vegas. They are from a collab that they did with Risa Does Makeup. I tried another pair of these lashes from this collection and they are so pretty. So I thought this would be perfect with this look because they're a little bit more dramatic and they kind of taper on the ends. So I think they're gonna be popping with this look. Let me actually just try out a lash first and just to see how it's gonna look before I put glue on it, but I think I'm gonna like it. These lashes are so lightweight and fluffy. They have a nice thin band too, so they're easy to apply. Okay, yeah, I think these are pretty. So let me pop these on and I'll be right back and we'll move into the skin. I'm gonna use the Bare Minerals Skinlongevity Phyto Vitamin C Brightening Moisturizer. So this is like a moisturizer, primer, and SPF all in one, which I'm all about. Let's do about that much to start. It's definitely very glowy, as you can see. It looks like there's a bit of a white cast. It smells good. It kind of smells like mint a little bit. Very light minty smell. Definitely does give a light cast, which I don't love, but we'll see how it looks with makeup over top. I do like vitamin C in it. I love vitamin C actually, especially before makeup. It's one of my favorite things to incorporate. I use vitamin C every single day. I don't have a new foundation or concealer to test out, so I'll really be able to see how my usual foundation wears with this underneath. So we'll see. For foundation, I'm going to use my tried and true Haus Labs one, and this one is in the shade 250. I'm not sure if it's going to match me, but we are going to make it work. I think actually maybe it will. Have a bit of a tan, but it's nothing crazy. It's so hot outside though, so I definitely want a foundation that I know is gonna last through anything, and this one is it for me. I'm still obsessed with it. It's so good, it has great coverage. lasts all day. It's just a beautiful foundation, one of the best ones that I've ever tried in my life, not even kidding. Now this is when the makeup really starts to come together. After lashes and then with the skin. I love how glowy that product is though underneath from Bare Minerals. Definitely has a little bit of a greasy kind of texture to it though, so might be more ideal if you are into a very hydrating product that's super dewy. Foundation looks good over top of it, so we love that. Let's do a little concealer on the under eyes. I'm just gonna use my Huda Beauty Faux Filter today, just a little bit right under there. I do have a new concealer. I have a bunch of other new makeup as well, but I'm gonna save it because I'm gonna do a testing new drugstore makeup next. Maybe next. I have so many videos planned for the month, so you'll see it eventually, but I'm saving that for that video. So I'm just gonna use another favorite, but I have a couple other new products. Okay, I think the foundation might be a little bit too light for me at the moment, but we're gonna just keep going because honestly, it's fine. I have two different blushes here. The first one is from Metamorphosis, which is a small Latina owned business, which you guys should definitely check out. She has amazing blush palettes for literally everyone, especially my medium, tanner, darker skin babes. So definitely check her out, Metamorphosis. You guys will love her products, but she actually sent over a liquid blush. It's a really gorgeous peachy pink. So I'm gonna just put this on. Hopefully that's not too much. It smells good. Has like a fruity smell, which is a nice change with makeup because I feel like most makeup smells typically like sweet, but that smells fruity. Oh, that's pretty. Blends so nicely. That's nice. It gives a really pretty flush. And that blended so seamlessly. I like that. Now on the other side, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Match Stick. This is a color adaptive cheek and lip stick. And this one is in Strawberry Pop. I love this packaging for summer, by the way. It's so pretty. Oh, that is Bernardo, but that is so pretty is what I was going to say. Wow, I love the ombre packaging. So this is interesting. It literally looks like a jelly. Kind of like a popsicle, to be honest. But let's see how it looks on the cheeks. I typically don't even like to put this on directly like this because then I feel like it lifts the foundation, but for the sake of just trying the product out, let's just see. Okay, so it's like a really light pink. Blends really nicely. And also gives a really natural flush. It's a pretty pink blush though. Love how easily it blends. I can put some on my lips just to kind of see right now what it's gonna look like. It's kind of like Your Lips But Better. It gives us a little bit of color while still looking super natural. This is one of those things that you put on and then you put a little clear gloss over top and it just gives you such a nice little flush. So that is the color that I get on my skin, and I do like the way both blushes look. They give a really nice wash of color and they were both blendable, which is always a plus. So I love that. I also do have this little liquid bronzer from Metamorphosis. I'm not sure about the color, but we're gonna try it out anyways. I'm gonna bronze up my forehead just a bit. It kind of has this like greenish undertone, which I'm not sure how it's gonna look with my undertone or my skin tone, but I'm gonna just use it because the blush was so blendable, and this is also actually really blendable too. Oh, that actually turned out better than I thought, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a bit more kind of orangey green, but it blended in nicely. The color is pretty forgiving, actually, the undertone of it, but it gives a little bit of color. I might actually maybe need a darker shade. Okay, so this is the Fenty blush. Super dewy, pretty pink. This is Metamorphosis. It's definitely more subtle, but still also very blendable. The bronzer was blendable too. I actually thought it wasn't going to be a good color, but I think I might need something a little bit darker than this. But again, just like the liquid blush, it blends so nicely into the skin. So far, so good, I think. The only thing I'm honestly not crazy about right now is this Bare Minerals Brightening Moisturizer, but I'm gonna keep using it. It just feels greasy. That's the only thing. So I have a new powder and I'm really excited about this. It's also from Metamorphosis. This is the Nana powder. I've been wanting to try this for a minute now, and this one is in Cake, and a lot of people really love it. It's supposed to be such a good brightening, smoothing powder, which you guys know I am all about. I needed this so bad. Wow, this is really smooth. Look at the difference. I mean, clearly. Smooth and matte, dewy, not, it needs help. Well, she's definitely super blurring. I'm gonna use a tinier brush just to set around my brows and my T-zone. Pretty much my forehead, actually. 'Cause I honestly typically use a loose and a pressed powder, but today I'm just gonna use this one because it's nice and matte, and I definitely feel like I need that today, especially with that Bare Minerals powder or primer that I used underneath. Wow, that just literally brought my skin back to life. That looks so good. You know I love a good dewy finish, but that was a lot. And I think with this heat, I mean, I'm all about a glow, but that was a lot. The Bare Minerals, I don't know if I love it, but this powder is bomb. Definitely gonna do a little flash test in just a minute and we'll see how it looks, but it is super blurring on the skin. Hello, Jasmine. I forgot to use one of the brushes that's literally right in front of my face, but this is the number 5 brush. So ideally, I feel like this would definitely be a great under eye powder brush, or even just all over powder if you want to just concentrate product in more specific areas. These are really soft. They feel like good quality, which I love. I'm obsessed with makeup brushes. I'm literally addicted. So now going back into the Full Fantasy collection, I have the blush palette, which I am so excited about. Blush and highlighters in here. They look stunning. I'm gonna mix both of these colors. So we have Peachy Keen and Pink Blossom. And I'm gonna use this number 6 brush, which looks really nice because it's super fluffy. It's not very dense, but I feel like for blush or highlighter, it would be nice because it's going to pick up a really good amount of product without it being overly pigmented. So I'm just going to fluff that on the cheek. It's nice for gradually building up your blush, especially for brighter colors. I think this is actually a really nice brush because it's so fluffy and airy. It's not dense at all. You see how it kind of like jiggles, but like in the best way possible. This is gorge. If you have not tried Lunar Beauty's blush palette, you absolutely need to. It is amazing. It's actually one of my favorites. I have 2 of them and they're fabulous. And of course, if you want to amp up the blush, you can just use a different brush that's going to pick up more product and be more dense to really pack it on. But I love the idea of using this brush just because, again, with these, they're a little bit more intense and bold, so it's nice to kind of fluff the product in and build it up gradually to your liking. Let's do a little highlighter. I'm going to use this brush just for the sake of using both or all of the brushes. I'm going to pop that right on the cheekbone. Cute. You could also even double up and use these as eyeshadows as well. I'm mixing both of these, by the way. Gold Fantasy and Nude Champagne. Ooh, okay, 2016 highlight, but like so pretty though. I like how it's not chunky, glittery. It goes on actually really smooth. That's pretty. This is it. If you wanted a more kind of blown out look, you take a fluffier brush like this. You can honestly even then just like swirl your brush into everything and it's gonna give you something a little bit softer. So your brushes determine how the product is gonna go on your skin for sure. I'm gonna also really quick just shape my brows, set my brows with the Brow Blowout Shaping Gel from Dominique. I actually used this the other day on my bare brows and I really do like it. Especially if you already have amazing brows, I feel like this would be a good brow gel for you because you can kind of just run it to give yourself that kind of fluffy brow freeze kind of a look, which is really pretty. I feel like it's pretty on everybody else, but I could not do my brows like that. But see how you can like take the brush and if you wanted to like kind of feather in the inner part of your brows, this brush makes it really easy to do that. And that's kind of what Dominique does, like whenever, or Kristen Dominique, whenever I see her videos of her brow, she kind of does that. And with this brow gel, it makes it really easy because the formula is super lightweight, but it actually holds the brows in place. This is a good brow gel. I actually really like it. Dang, that looks good. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. See, it gives you like that kind of fluffy brow moment. I have 2 lipsticks here again from the Full Fantasy collection. I have Mora and Laney. Let's start with Mora. Packaging wise, stunning, by the way. I'm really into it. This is a gorgeous peachy nude. Ooh. Now, she's cute, but she definitely needs a lip liner, which I'm gonna add, but I wanna show you guys both of the colors just on my bare lips. This is really pretty. It's like a light, kind of satiny, creamy finish. Very comfortable. It's nice and opaque. And then the other color in Lanny. I'm thinking Lanny from Lizzie McGuire, the one little boy who didn't talk. That's like what came to my mind first. Okay, this is a very pale, cool tone nude, but I'm here for it. This is one of those colors that you pop right in the center to make your lips look really muted out. But again, for me, this is one of those colors that I'd pop right in the center to nude out any other lip color. But I actually do like the way that this looks. And if you ever have a color that is too light and you want to wear it still, all you have to do is just use a darker lip liner. One of my personal favorites is the Rare Beauty Kind Words lip liner in the shade Wise. It works with so many different lipsticks, so I'm gonna just you see with the lip liner, it makes it so much better. Like, lip liner really makes any lip combo look better. I like both of these. I'm gonna add Laura's shade over top too, because I can't get enough of both of the colors. Don't make me choose, because I can. I think they're both great. It depends on the look that you're going for. I love that hint of peach that Laura's lipstick has too. I'm gonna use the color Your Fave, and I'm gonna pop that in the inner corners. Ooh, that went on nicely. I love dual-ended brushes. This one is really nice. And then I'm gonna take that little straight edge brush. Ooh, I'm actually really vibing with this makeup right now. I'm here for this. Let's take a little bit of this color Aries. It's like one of those color shifting blue-brown colors, which I love. And I'm an Aries, so gotta go in and use Aries. I love that blue shift. That is so pretty. Last but not least, new setting spray alert. This one looks really good too. It's the Makeup Insurance Longwear Setting Spray plus Blue Light Defense from Too Faced. I don't know about the whole blue light defense things. From what I've heard, apparently that stuff is not really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's sort of like a gimmick basically. So I don't know about that, but I love the fact that it does say it's a long wear setting spray. It also says it helps make makeup transfer resistant while refreshing and hydrating the skin. Let's check the mister. Okay, cool. This is another look that I really love, that I actually want to recreate again, because this is just so me. It's smoky, it's simple, but we have a little pop of color with the pink liner. I really enjoyed the majority of the products that I did use. I will of course keep testing these out and keep you guys updated in my hits and misses. I'm probably not going to do a June hits and misses because I'm still using products from the month that I kind of started using mid-month. So you guys will probably see a July hits and misses instead. Starting off with the brow frame from Dominique Cosmetics. This is really nice. I just wish the color was a little bit darker. This one is in soft black brown, which I was looking, and I believe this is one of the darkest colors that they do have. I prefer a darker brow for me, but I love this formula and it makes it really easy to do your brow. So the only thing is, again, I just wish there were maybe a couple like just darker, deeper shades. And I actually really like the brow gel as well. This is really good. I'll definitely be using this. I really also enjoyed the Full Fantasy eyeshadow palette. I want to do more looks with this. This is really pretty, and I'm such a big fan of these eyeshadow formulas. They're very consistent to Lunar Beauty, Laura Lee Los Angeles. The brushes are also really nice, so these are fun if you need a couple new ones in your collection. I really do enjoy these so far. I also really love the blush palette. I think out of everything in the collection, this is by far my favorite. It is so pretty. The tones, the formula, it's a stunning palette, and I could definitely see this being just a good transitional palette for all year, to be honest, even into the fall. This is stunning. So I really, really enjoyed this. The lipsticks are also so creamy, great packaging, great formula. I really loved them. I like the combo of both of them together, but I also like each individual lipstick as well. As far as the complexion, I will let you guys know how this makeup wears, because I already know the House Labs foundation is very long wearing and I love the way that it looks, but I'm curious to see how it's gonna look with this Bare Minerals primer, or how it's gonna wear, just because this was definitely extremely hydrating. Gives a bit of a white cast when you first apply it, as you saw with that peach tint, but I do really like how it has SPF in it. It's hydrating, and the vitamin C in there is great. So I will keep you guys updated on this. I'm not super crazy about how it feels, just because it does feel pretty greasy. You know, like some products, they're glowy, but they don't necessarily feel greasy. This gives you a glow, but it feels kind of a bit much on the skin. However, I will say this Metamorphosis Nano Powder saved the makeup look. I love the way the complexion looks now after this powder. It is so matte and smooth. The liquid bronzer, I enjoyed the formula of it, but it's just a little bit too light for me. But I love the blush, and again, the formula is just very consistent to this. It's blendable, and this color was really pretty. Fenty little cheek blush is also really cute. I can see this being just something really pretty that you throw on maybe for like a pool day, or if you're just out and about and you just want a little flush on your cheeks and on your lips. It's pretty, it's dewy, and it's also blendable. And then the Too Faced Makeup Insurance 18-Hour Wear. This is definitely something that I'm gonna have to continue to use. And if this actually is gonna be transfer proof, I will be impressed. I feel like the only way to tell is either by hugging your significant other or taking a paper towel maybe and seeing if it's gonna transfer. I don't know, maybe we should try that out right now actually. Let's do that. And I'm also gonna really quick take a photo with flash and we'll see how the makeup looks. Look at this. The powder looks bomb. I honestly thought it was gonna be a bit of a white cast just because of that SPF from Bare Minerals. It went on like it had a white cast, but it looks so good. My face might look a little bit lighter, and I think it's just because the foundation is slightly too light for me at the moment because I have a little bit of a tan, but I think that looks so beautiful. This powder is extremely blurring. I think, like I said, this definitely saved my makeup look because the foundation was starting to feel kind of heavy with that Bare Minerals sunscreen underneath. So I think first impression, based on me just using that today, if you're going to use that and you want a glowy hydrating base, you need a good mattifying powder. Otherwise you're going to be really shiny and it's just going to feel like you have makeup on your skin, you know? So I'm really here for these products, to be honest. I think I just have to keep playing with them to really determine my favorites. But if I had to choose one thing today that was my favorite, I say the blush palette, but like I'm gonna go with this powder from Metamorphosis because this really came through and it passed the flash test. So this is gonna be the A+ winner for today. Go show Metamorphosis some love. And also my least favorite thing that I used today, and this is just based on like a first impression, I'm gonna of course keep using this, but it's this Bare Minerals product. If this doesn't end up working in my makeup routine, this is a product that I would just use on my bare skin because I do love how hydrating it is. I just don't know how it's gonna wear and everything with products over top of it, but we'll see. I realized I never did the tissue test because I was so focused on how good the powder looked with flash. So let's pretty much pat the face and see if the makeup is actually going to be transfer proof. So I'm going to just press this in. Let's see if it is going to be transfer proof. There's a little bit of remnants of makeup, not much. Okay, actually, maybe the setting spray is transfer proof because like there's a tiny bit of remnants of the makeup, but I mean, you can kind of see it a little bit more on this side. Yeah, I have to keep playing with it to really determine if it is going to be transfer proof. The makeup does feel really nice though, I will say. I don't notice any like crazy amount of makeup on the tissue, so I think the setting spray definitely might help for sure. So I will definitely continue to use that spray and we shall see, but that's officially it for this video. I love you guys. Thank you for everything and I'll see you very soon. Bye.